Ladies and gentlemen, we have Grubby versus Knoff, and this showdown of two streamers basically. So everybody knows Grubby, that is playing on the top right as a yellow orc here, and you know Grubby is back to Warcraft 3. He had this Grubby boss challenge thing against his viewers, and he decided, you know, to play for real on Warcraft 3 Champions. It's his first game, you know, versus like super high opponent after a long break, so I'm really curious to see how Mr. Grubby will do. And what I can tell you about Mr. Knoff is calling himself a little bit of a rusty player, because for the viewers they don't know, Knoff has this one thing called in real life. He's like an amazing coach at the gym, he's like very strong, he's like the fitness guy, that's his job. And you know, he's also a very good streamer, but he's streaming a little bit less than he used to. But he's back and he's playing his 2300 MMR versus like Grubby 2500 MMR. And this is the orc mirror. And ladies and gentlemen, I already see that Mr. Grubby is playing a little bit of a cheeky strategy. So, you know, Grubby is probably playing for fun here, but he's not like trolling, right? It's not a strategy like Tinker Fares as orc or whatever. In orc mirror is a strategy that basically is Blade Master mirror image. Why do we know that? Okay, there is Blade Master in the altar. There is Barak, early Barak, it's going to be Grand Opener, but there is early War Mill, and it means there's going to be a lot of units, and with a lot of units early you want to creep, and Blade Master Mirror Image is a creeping build, so it's a pretty easy guess what Knoff is doing. Knoff is opening with Blade Master and same Grand, but you see this difference? There is no War Mill, and it means that it can be, ladies and gentlemen, an interesting game about can Knoff steal enough creeps with his Windwalk, right? Because Knoff will be able to last hit much better, and let's see if it's going to be his plan to basically try to last hit Grubby creeps. Of course, he doesn't know. In Orc Mirror, Grubby was very vocal. That is not worth it to scout. In the Orc Mirror, ladies and gentlemen, both players are just creeping. And yes, look at this. Mirror Image is taking all of the damage. And when the Mirror Image is dead, we just split again. It's a pretty cheap spell. And also, every permanent item that you get on the way is very, very good because it buffs the Mirror Image. And 1 second, I had to tune down the Warcraft 3 audio. Sorry about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Cloves +5 are definitely much better of a starting item for Mr. Knoff. He's healing on the way, and it's very cool that you can go for Windwalk now, because you have Windwalk, to not get damaged by the creeps at the shop, and you can buy what you want. It is Circlet of Nobility. And he can also continue creeping the Sludge Finger, but man, in the meantime, Grubby is creeping a huge camp, and look at this genius by Mr. Knoff. He sent his Grand to scout. He knows that Grubby is here, and Grubby doesn't know that Blade Master is busy creeping something else. And ladies and gentlemen, what it does mean? It means that this Blade Master is forced to use Dazzle of Appearance. It means that Grubby couldn't go for the guy with the item first because he was just scared. And Knoff is crossing the map. He has Speed Scroll. If he's going to use the Speed Scroll, we'll see about that. Grand of Mr. Knoff is getting lower and lower, but man, the Sasquatch fight is still there, and look at this, Knoff is with the Speed Scroll. Can he get the last hit? Grubby with the dust in the perfect timing, but man, also Blade Master with Mirror with Windwalk can go brrr. He can go brrr for the unit, right? With Windwalk, he's super fast. He has this guaranteed bonus damage when he goes out from the Windwalk. Of course, Grubby can hit hard, but his Mirror Image is not very helpful now. Okay, maybe it's helpful for like body blocks or something, but ladies and gentlemen, Grubby is busy helping his units to stay alive. And yes, Dust is here. Grubby is trying to get the Blade Master of Knoff. Can he do it? Grubby doesn't have a Speed Scroll himself, and Knoff has a healing solve. He needs to start healing soon. It's a little bit of a mistake for Knoff to not healing. Okay, that's so far so good. He has 3 charges, and he really needs this bonus HP. He's going for the one Headhunter. Can he get him? Yes, Oosh! He escapes. Grubby went Windwalk second. Windwalk second for Grubby. That's why There was no crits from Grubby. Okay, now I do understand. He's chasing Knoff, but he can't reach him. And Knoff is healing. Grubby has mana. He can go for Windwalk again, but is it worth it? There are units. Can Grubby body block? There's no mana on Mr. Knoff. The body blocks. Can he do it? Knoff is just escaping. He's just escaping. Nobody has boost of speed. Grubby is chasing with another crit. Oh yes, he cancelled the healing, but there is one more charge of the healing, and Knoff survives. Knoff survives after killing so many units. Okay, miss micro by Mr. Knoff. Oh, miss micro by Mr. Knoff. Look at this. Grubby with the body blocks. And yes, Blade Master is much faster than a Grunt. Look at this. It's not an even fight. And the rest of the army of Mr. Grubby will get the Sasquatch. That's pretty neat. Can Grubby get the last hit? No. The last hit... okay. Last hit goes to Grubby. That's experience. And look, Grubby is... he's staying on top of the item. I think he's staying on top of the item, so Blade Master can't just pick it. Maybe to like enemy Blade Master, right? Maybe it's the idea here. And yes, Grubby gets the item. It's all right. It's close +5, by the way. Nicely done. Okay, we've built that Mr. Knoff is using. His tech is faster, right? And that's why the Shadow Hunter is already operational. For Mr. Grubby, his Shadow Hunter is still in the altar. They are going for... So yes, Knoff is taking to tier 3 very rapidly. Guys, resistance skin was a big upgrade for... resistance skin was a very big upgrade for a very big changer of the mirror, orc mirror. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, because Taurens can't be devoured anymore. But wait a moment, very efficient creeping. Knoff used Hexed on the guy that is like providing inner fire, and there was no inner fire or healing on this big guy. And look at this, he's just coming back, lol. He's just coming back, and so far he's not using his mana. So far, he's not using his mana. He dies with the full mana. Very nice way to creep quickly. What is happening? Oh, Grubby is going for the expo. That's interesting. So Grubby will play versus Taurens. Because, yes, that's what Knoff is doing. I mean, Grubby doesn't know. I mean, he has a mirror image, of course, to scout. But what is the idea? How is he going to break the Taurens? If he can do it, we'll see about that. Knoff with his Windwalk. He is going for the Shadow Hunter of Grubby. Speed Scroll used by Knoff. Defensive Hex can be used. The 70 crit. Aish. Unlucky. You know, Knoff is going for tier 3, but Grubby is going for the expansion now. So it means, ladies and gentlemen, they are both kind of not in the fighting shape, but they are both not in the fighting shape. The fight is all right. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? I think so. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? What's now? We have a big fight here. Okay. The Spirit Walker. Spirit Walker is in ethereal form. It can't be harmed. Nice Dispel versus Mirror Image. That's your best friend. Dispel all of those mirror images. Shadow Hunter is back. It was just level 1 hero. And what is the most important? Grubby expansion is going up. Knoff is not wasting any time. He's going for the Gnoll Assassin, but Grubby will know. Grubby is scouting and he's going there as well. Middle of Autumn Leaves is in a very important place to be. A lot of big items and so on. And one grunt of Mr. Knoff got hexed. Grubby with body blocks again. He's pretty good at this. Of those body blocks. What is Knoff doing? He got his tier 3, right? What tier 3 can offer you? Orb of Lightning, but it's a very expensive item. Also, Taurens, and the first Tauren is here. Tauren Chieftain, which is a third hero. And yes, Knoff is slowing down his orb purchase for more army. And it makes sense, you know, his army is not that big. And with the orb you chase. And look at this, Grubby got the Vampiric Aura from Enraged Wildkin, this level 6 guy here. And ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty good for Grubby. Vampiric Aura, of course, works on the Blade Master and will work on Raiders and Grunts, and maybe Grubby will go for Taurens himself, so he has 200 lumber, so it's not that much. And he's getting his economic advantage, but Knoff, the pink orc here, he has the army composition and tech advantage, of course. Shadow. And what about the hero levels? The hero levels are okay. I mean, it looks a little bit better for Knoff. Grubby is pulling the red camp, but Knoff is near. And both players are disengaging as we speak. Just isn't disengaging, guys. So far, so good. Okay, that's just an illusion. What Grubby is going to do, let's see about that. He's not taking, he doesn't have enough lumber. He's not making any workers. Okay, he's looking for some... Okay, there's a peon in the middle, out of the sudden. Maybe for scouting purposes. And Grubby is going back, but remember there is TC with the aura for the pink orc. And pink orc has Orb of Lightning. Every proc of Orb of Lightning is like Raider and Snare, basically. And look at this. The poor Kodobis got procced, and there was a dispel, ladies and gentlemen. Grubby has a TP. But yes, that's definitely not efficient. Welcome back, Grant. Grubby is getting more and more gold, but he's not going tier 3, right? He's making a burrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Mr. Grubby is ready for that. Again, he can't devour Taurens. I mean, Kodobis are good at their own. Okay, Grubby is going for the hero kill. Can he do it? Tauren Chieftain is healthy. Knoff Blade Master is going brrr with all of this orb and stuff. Knoff, Shadow Hunter needs to be careful. Grubby used the heal scroll. Okay, Kodobis again is taking a lot of damage. There's a very juicy target in a Grubby army. The Shadow Hunter got Evil. There is big mana potion for him to use. Supply is even. Let's go. Surprise even. How much pulverized damage Tauren can do? Not that much. Grubby decides to just reposition, to just teleport out to the safety here. There is Shop of Knoff close to the Grubby base, so Knoff wants to be aggressive, right? He's not going for the tiny Great Hall. Even Knoff has 500 lumber, almost. He could definitely think about counter-expanding, but no, his plan is to be in Grubby phase. And is it going to be successful? Let's see about that. Tauren Chieftain would love to get level 2. Spirit Walkers, they have quite limited mana. And Grubby is disengaging, ladies and gentlemen. Is Grubby going for good old lames? Let's see about that. But the problem is Grubby has no lumber. He doesn't have reinforced burrows. And Mr. Knoff is going for the burrows, while Mr. Grubby is, yes, going to be trying to be like attack another orc, but the problem is that the burrows are not reinforced. The same for Mr. Knoff, but he's just starting the upgrade. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what Grubby can do? There is one Tauren that's about to finish, and Grubby is ignoring him. Okay, I would do the same, I guess. You want to force the orc base, Knoff back. Grubby is going to kill Tauren Totem, but it's not the end of the world, right? Knoff has a lot of lumber, and Grubby is losing very important structures. Grubby is losing his burrows. And this is an issue, because it means that Grubby won't be able to remake too much of a stuff. I'm a little bit surprised that Grubby Spirit Walkers are not attacking the burrows because of heavy armor stuff versus magic damage. It's not important, and TP is forced. And so far, Knoff's situation is looking pretty good. Grubby lumber is very limited. He needs to remake the burrows. He has some workers on lumber. That's not that bad. Shop of Mr. Knoff will go down. Knoff wants to fight. He feels like he has the advantage here. And he knows where Grubby is. He's like, hey Grubby, are we fighting here? And Grubby's like, let me make my decision. Okay, and Snare, bye. Are we saying bye to Mr. Knoff? Let's see about that. Remember, Grubby still is on 2 bases. His Blade Master has a TP, but this Blade Master can go win on the mirror image, and good luck. Guess which Blade Master is which, and look at Mr. Grubby army position. He wants to be sneaky. He wants to attack Knoff base when Grubby, basically Knoff is like out of position. And finally, Mr. Grubby is going for his reinforced defenses. Grubby is breaking the supply block. By the way, he's permanently on 51 supply, which is like hilarious because his gold efficiency is reduced by that. So, like, killing this one-hit hunter, I think would be worth it. I mean, long time ago, because this one-hit hunter doesn't change that much. And to just be under 50. Oh, whoa, ladies and gentlemen, wow-wow-wee-wah. Wow-wow-wee-wah, look at this Tauren. Look at this Tauren! Just send the Tauren, hold position him, and pulverize everything. Okay, in the meantime, Knoff is like stopping the gold extraction in Grubby main base, and he's creeping the red cam. Man, this guy says everything. And Grubby is getting ready to attack Knoff main base, but Knoff is going for spikes. Knoff is going for towers. He has reinforced defenses. Man, Knoff base is so ready. Grubby is busy microing, I guess. He's about to start laming as he should. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? We have Granite Golem that's going down with the item. Clog of Flames. I mean, Undead Aura would be the best, right? Because you need additional movement speed. Okay, Grubby is going for the attack now. The Tauren is still there. Grubby is going for Wyvern and Spirit Walker to attack the Tauren. Okay, that's the fight that definitely the Tauren can't win versus an air unit. Knoff is at the expo of Grubby, but he decided to teleport, and Grubby with the speed scroll is just escaping. Okay, so far so good. Spirit Walker and Wyvern versus Tauren. Okay. Knoff got his appetite for more kills like that, and ladies and gentlemen, he is here in the gold line, ready to pulverize. But what Grubby is going to do about that? Oh, this pulverize was pretty sweet. It's all about the hold position. Pulverize is here. Okay, a little bit miss micro. Grubby is teleporting, and Grubby is teleporting to get the Tauren. TP for the Tauren. That's pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the result of all of this mayhem? Let's check. Knoff has 40 supply, so he lost his 2 Taurens, and it was questionable, especially this one, didn't do that much. Grubby like repositioned, but that's all. Grubby still on tier 2, with some Wyverns, with some Spirit Walkers, so tier 2 army, right, it's not like even army, and Knoff is planting counter expansion. Very late, but that's his plan, and he's going to, he has almost 20, he's 25 supply behind, but he has a nice heroes, he has this orb. Let's see about that. And he got a lot of items like big mana potion, invul, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, the big fight is here. Can Grubby break him? Grubby mirror images are being dispulled, that's okay. And ladies and gentlemen, Knoff has he can revive, I guess. Shadow Hunter of Mr. Knoff is in trouble. Grubby wants to finish him, but not really. There is still invul. Let's see about that. Look at this. Shadow Hunter is surrounded. Tauren Chieftain has big Healthstone, and there is Cloak of Shadows as well. Shadow Hunter is surviving, and he gets the cloak. Is he going to disappear? I think so, yes. He's invisible. Grubby doesn't see him, and it's okay. Grubby has such a big army. 74 supply versus 44. Literally 30 supply ahead. Grubby is, there is so many yellow units. Blade Master of Knoff is going though, and Shadow. Can Shadow survive? 6 HP on the Shadow, and heal wave used, and he has the cloak. He has the cloak again. Grubby is not interested into killing him. Grubby is interested into killing the Tauren, and the Tauren, can he survive? He can just reposition. Maybe he can TP. He has TP on him. Are we teleporting out? I don't know. He's, oh no! Super good timing of Hex by Grubby. But what are you going to do about the Blade Master? Blade Master is Mr. Knoff goes brrr. Literally, he goes brrr, ladies and gentlemen. This freaking Clog of Flames is providing a lot of value. Grubby wants to get the Shadow Hunter, but can he really do it? Maybe it's going to be punished by the Blade Master Hex, but it's defensive Hex, or maybe not. Grubby still wants to kill this Expo. He knows that in 2 base versus 2 base efficiency, that guy with tier 3 is much better. 43 supply versus 70, basically. Shadow Hunter is back. The big mana potion was consumed, and Shadow Hunter of Mr. Grubby needs to teleport out. Oof, ladies and gentlemen, what a fight. What a fight. Grubby has that 300 lumber. Almost. Oh, 220, okay? Can he go tier 3 or it's too late? He makes 2 towers. His heroes are alive. He needs to heal more. He needs to spend his gold on healing somehow, right? The army composition, mass Spirit Walkers, basically. I mean, makes sense. Grants, the Taurens are heavy armor, Grants are heavy armor, I mean versus heroes. It's not too good, but nothing is really good. Versus heroes besides normal damage, and hero damage, and chaos damage. Okay, and what now? Blade Master is trying to get level 5. It's a long way. Crit level 3 is made. I presume, right? Yes. +1 strength on the ground. Back to Warcraft. Twitch subscribers would be enraged by a lot. Grubby is back. And ladies and gentlemen, is Grubby going to just click on the main? Let's see about that. It's 68 supply versus 47. Grubby wants to kill the Expo. But he doesn't have that many raiders. Mostly grunts. Nice stop. Okay, look at this. The peons are slowly dying. Spirit Walkers. are not that great versus buildings, but Blade Master is. Blade Master is attacking the main, and ladies and gentlemen, the main is 100 HP, but it's repairing. There's so many POs, and Knoff is here. Knoff is eating the ground, and Grubby is pulling back, ladies and gentlemen. The Expo survive, and Grubby is pulling back, and look at this Blade Master going brrr, surrounded by the Spirit Walkers, and he got level 5, and he's just clicking on Spirit Walker after Spirit Walker. The Expo is alive. Grubby failed at this decision, and man, he had the big supply lead. Maybe if you attack the buildings would be okay, but he leaves the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we can agree on one thing. This game was amazing, and you have the same idea. Leave sub on the YouTube channel. Leave the like, leave the comment. Tell me how amazing this game was. Thank you guys for watching. That was me, SaulApeMan. I stream every day on Twitch. And yes, shout out for Mr. Grubby and Knoff for making what a spectacle of this game. GG, and good luck next. Bye.